I have to admit, guys, Gilded is incredible. I love it, honestly. Ever since I first laid my eyes on Gilded, almost felt as if I was cheating on Discord. Discord has been such a huge part of my content creation career. As you guys know, we do community-based support for audio, for video, for streaming, and sometimes we do it for generalized PC stuff. We even do it for Discord server setup and Discord bot setups as well. We've got an amazing community that we do support on a day-to-day basis within Discord, and it's one of my biggest community builders. Yet here I am looking at Gilded, seriously considering switching everything over to Gilded because it's better. I've spent a good amount of time with Gilded, or at least enough time to get a solid grasp of all the benefits of this platform, and I want to discuss some of the huge positives of Gilded versus Discord. And I'm gonna highlight 5 of those positives in this video. 5 reasons why I'm loving Gilded more than Discord. And as I said before, guys, I absolutely love Discord, so making a video like this is internally a little bit weird because it's its main competitor, and yet I do think it's better. The reason I love Gilded is because of its overall organization. One of my biggest concerns with Discord is the clutter and honestly the just somewhat boring appeal of having a bunch of different categories and channels within your server. In fact, something that I've learned throughout my career doing this for the past several years, I've tried just about everything with Discord, from reaction roles to welcome and info channels to creating fun channels, bot channels, all kinds of different stuff. And what I found works the best is having the least amount of channels possible. And the reason that is because Discord essentially is difficult to navigate for a new member. So someone new to Discord is finding it very difficult to find specific channels or the right location to go to because the amount of channels that you can have within one server. The real huge benefit of Gilded's organization is the fact that it has groups. So right now we're looking at my server. On the left side, where Discord normally keeps their server list, is groups within my own server. So this is going to be the server home, where we can keep, say, general chat, some information channels, maybe some navigation channels and that sort of thing. I really haven't finished building my Gilded server up yet, but this is the server home. Then you can create different groups within your Gilded server to make the organization just flawless. On top of that, you can create groups that are hidden and they require people to join the group. Otherwise, it won't be listed on the left side, removing clutter for users. For instance, if you're a gaming content creator and you create content from multiple games, you can create a group for every single game that you create content on, and users can join the groups of the games that they're interested in and not get bothered by any pings or anything like that from the other groups that they are not joined in. This is something with Discord you would have to do with reaction roles, and unfortunately with Discord and with the way things work in 2021, people refuse to read those big embed posts with reaction roles attached to them. I have tried reaction roles over and over and over again to simplify Discord servers, and it always leads to new members leaving quicker instead of staying around and enjoying the server and the free support. So having groups within Gilded is a huge benefit. Not only that, we have things already built into Gilded that don't even exist on Discord. For instance, if we go back to my server home, what we were looking at earlier is a server schedule. You have a calendar built into Gilded so server members can get an idea or check the calendar for server-based events. For instance, you can create gaming events, you can add your stream schedule to this, you can add your YouTube upload schedule to this, so members know what the heck is going on with the content that you create, and if they want, or if they are curious about some upcoming content or upcoming things, this is a great way for them to get access to what's going on. So if I were to create a new event, we'll just name it a new event. We'll go ahead and create that. I can go in here and I can actually join this event, and this will notify me when the event is going on. When you create an event, you're going to have the event forum pop up, so people that are involved within the event discuss what's going on in the event via the forum page or the event page that is created. It's actually incredible. Not only that, just in general chat channels, you can do a threaded messaging, and this is something that I actually suggested to Discord several years ago. It's something that I have wanted built into Discord for a very long time, is threaded messages. So if I were to make a message here and say hello, somebody could reply to this message by saying hello, and it will create a new thread of that message. So if somebody were to ask a question within my server and I wanted to create a thread based on that question, I can simply reply to that question and it will create a thread. Along with the threaded messages, we have the picture only channels. This is great for meme channels. This is great for sharing PC setups, sharing your character within an MMO game. You can do a lot of cool things by having just a channel specifically for media upload. Pictures, videos, that sort of stuff can be uploaded in here and nothing else. On top of that, you can go in and comment on each one of these images, and that alone is going to create more engagement and more community around what you have going on as a content creator. If you don't actually want an announcement channel, your server has an announcement page on the server overview. So you can go in here and look at all the announcements that have been created from the server overview. It allows members not only to react to the announcement, but also leave a comment on the announcement, which is incredible. Something else that's really cool in the text channels is you don't need a bot to create a poll. In fact, you can literally just create a poll by hitting the plus button that's available on the chat window, and then you can create a poll with the questions that you want there. Some other channels that you can create on Guilded are streaming channels, so you can create a channel specifically for sharing your stream. You have voice channels, obviously. You have the calendar that we discussed earlier. You have a scheduling channel, which is a slot-based time coordinate availability with others, and an announcement channel, which we discussed earlier. You can create a forum channel. I was looking at this with my staff before. It's really neat. You can create different topics, and within the topic, you can have a whole discussion about that specific topic. You can create a list. A list is a great way to organize your to-dos and that sort of stuff. This is more so something that I see useful for staff teams within the server, or if you are again a gaming server and you guys are trying to knock out a list of items that you need as a guild or something like that. Having a to-do list it's just more organization for your server. Not only that, you can create a docs channel where you can write documents for others to read and comment on, and it automatically saves drafts. And then lastly, the media channel, which I showed you earlier. The next huge reason why I absolutely love Guilded is because of the built-in subscriptions with the server. This is something that does not exist on Discord. I don't know how monetization works with Discord as far as being a Discord partner goes. However, the average day-to-day Discord server makes $0 from any Nitro subs or anything like that. In fact, Nitro subs only give you benefits that are already included within Guilded, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Subscriptions on Guilded are massive. It's a way for the community to support the server or the community community that you have built for whatever fee that you want to create. So if you go in here and enable subscriptions, you can continue, but you can go in here and add multiple tiers, right? So you can have a $5 tier, you can have a $10 tier, you can have a $20 tier, you can have a $2, $3, $4 tier, however you want to have it set up. You can have multiple tiers for your subscriptions, and it's all connected to Stripe or your Stripe account. If you don't know what Stripe is, it's completely free to sign up, and Gilded only takes 2.5% of that subscription. If any of you are familiar with Patreon or familiar with, Twitch subscriptions, you'll know that that percentage is extremely low. Patreon being the number one, I believe, think they take anywhere from 5 to 10%. For me, it's 11% because I do merchandise with them as well. So 11% is what Patreon takes from the overall Patreons that subscribe to me. For Twitch takes 50% of every subscription to your channel on Twitch. Gilded takes 2.5%. You have subscriptions on Gilded, which is massive. For me and my Discord server, this would have been huge for the past 2 years, as we help people every single day with issues that they otherwise would not be able to figure out, and being able to just direct them to a subscription if they want to support after we have helped them would be a tremendous way for me to monetize my content. On Gilded, that's already built in. I don't have to send them to Patreon. I don't have to send them to any other platform that does a subscription-based way for creators to monetize the content that they create. It is literally built into Gilded for one of the best percentage cuts I've ever seen for any subscription service out there. The next thing I want to talk about are things that are built into Gilded that are not built into Discord, that cost money on Discord, that are free on Gilded. So a big one is unlimited number of emotes. Yes, you can have an unlimited number of emotes on your Gilded server. You do not have to pay for emote slots on Gilded. Another thing built into Gilded is the voice bitrate. You can have up to 256 kilobytes per second for free. This is not something you need to pay for Discord Nitro to get. So you can have 256 kilobytes per second on your voice channels, and members can actually change that for themselves. So yeah, same thing with the streaming channels or the video channels, the video chat channels within Gilded. You have the bitrate settings that can go all the way up to 256 kilobytes per second, where that is also something you need to pay for on Discord. The next thing I want to talk about on Gilded are bots. Bots are actually already built into Gilded. A lot of the main bots that you need, like leveling bots, welcome bots, that sort of stuff. You can even create your own bot on Gilded from the bots menu in the server settings. So if I go in here and create a new bot, we'll just say new bot, we'll add in a flow, and you can create all kinds of different triggers and actions. You can literally create your own bot in Gilded. When it has built-in functions for Twitch, it has built-in functions for Patreon, built-in functions for subscriptions on Gilded, for announcements, for medias, for docs, for lists, for forms, calendars, for memberships, for chats, for voice channels, for server updates. You can literally create a bot that will have a trigger for almost anything that goes on within your server, making bots outside of the server almost obsolete unless you get a bot like Ticket Tool, which creates a ticket system within the server, that sort of thing. And built into the server already is an XP bot by default. And if you don't want the XP bot on, you can simply shut it off. Along with the leveling bot, you have level rewards built into the server. So you can add different rewards for different levels. For instance, you can create a role for a level, which is something I do in Discord. Level 5 is a class F ninja, level 10 is class E, all the way to special Junin. If you're a Naruto fan, you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, that probably all went over your head. Either way, you can create level rewards. So you can hand out roles based on levels. So the more interactive your community is, the more active your community is, the higher the role that they get within your server. Last but not least, the last thing I want to talk about is the UI on Guilded. It's beautiful. As we've been going through this, you've probably noticed how functional Guilded is, how beautiful Guilded is, and how just clean and optimized Guilded is. Going through Guilded feels seamless. It feels natural. It feels good to go through Guilded, to set it up, to do all these things. It looks beautiful. The colors are great. And the interface makes sense. For new members, this is huge. For new members that are joining your server, if you're building a Guilded server for support, if you're building a Guilded server for a business or for, to further your content, your members are going to fall in love with Guilded because it feels so good and it looks amazing. And this is a huge one that I can't really talk a ton about because there's nothing else to say besides it looks incredible and it just feels really smooth and it looks really good. It just feels a lot more optimized than Discord ever has, and I really appreciate that about Guilded. Guilded seems to be everything I've always wanted Discord to be, packed into one package. It's almost as if the very thing that I've always wanted to exist now exists, and I'm incredibly excited to venture on this new path of building my Guilded server, and hopefully in time we can make it compete with my Discord server, because I think Guilded is incredible and it has so much to offer, and the benefits just far outweigh anything that Discord has ever offered us as creators. And that statement alone could be made just based on the subscriptions on Guilded alone. The fact that subscriptions go to the creator, 97.5% of that revenue goes to the creator. You don't have to hit a certain threshold to start making money. You can start making money from your community, from doing the right things within your community and having that support shown from your community directly in Guilded, and that is an incredible thing. And I'm definitely going to be active in trying to build up my server as much as possible. Speaking of, if you need any assistance with building up your server, we are starting to build mine, so you can join my server. We can talk about ideas for getting your server up to speed, some of the tricks that we have found, some of the stuff that we're doing to make our server look good and optimized. So make sure you join our Guilded server, link in the description below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Just beat the living crap out of that like button, so more people see this video, because we got to get the good word of Guilded out there. If you guys enjoy Twitch streams, make sure you check out my Twitch streams sometime, links in the description below. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to me on Twitter, feel free to reach me at Twitter at @TheFrancois. Last but not least, guys, if you're interested in supporting the content that I create, consider taking a look at my Patreon. I recently updated a lot of the Patreon benefits, added in some nice merchandise and that sort of thing, so use the link in the description below. Check out what I'm offering on Patreon and consider supporting the channel. With that being said, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you next time. Peace.